Hello people, welcome to this new video. Oh, you can't hear me. All right. So we are quite safe in here. I'm so happy that Ulrich joins us for this video series and joins me in my studio.
I'm so glad that you can touch me again.
Yeah, we are really close. There's no social distancing here.
I think we're okay now. Huh?
Yeah, I think we're really okay. So I think that Ulrich is a lot in the world, and he's traveling a lot, and he's residing in Austin, Texas, and he's in Istanbul, and he's also in Graz, but only a short time. But now, thanks to Corona, I'm happy to have him here in Graz a little bit, so he got stuck here.
That's right.
So Ulrich, you're a rock star, as I tell my friends. So I'm meeting Ulrich Ellison. He's a rock star. It's just so everybody would understand. But seriously, you're on tour with your band. You're a studio musician. You're a producer. Maybe you want to shed some light on what you do and what's your perspective on music.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me here today. And I'm kind of enjoying this time. I didn't expect to be here, but I'm enjoying to be here in Graz. I was born here in Graz, and 12 years ago, I made the big move to the United States. I've always been listening to American music and R&B, rock, blues, jazz, so it was kind of like maybe a little bit of a childhood dream to really go to that big music market and really do it with the real deal kind of people,
I guess we all dream of that. I mean, I think many people dream of that, having the opportunity to just set foot on the land of USA. And
so in my case, it was really unexpected. I finished my studies at the Vienna Music University, and then the scholarship opportunity just dropped in my lap, and I just decided, if I'm not going to do it now, probably later in life, it would be much harder to do something like that. So I just went, took my then wife with me, and we moved to Austin, and I finished a master in jazz performance there at UT University. And that just gave me an opportunity to just jump into the music scene in Austin, which is a very rich scene. They kind of like in New Orleans have a street, 6th Street, where one club is one after the other. No. Just like 50, 60 clubs in one street. Like imagine Herrengasse, having all clubs. Yeah. And you would play there like basically 365 days a year.
So they play every night?
Constantly, 2 or 3 bands each club, yeah?
Wow.
And so in total, the city has hundreds of clubs, and then there's a huge festival once a year, South by Southwest. That's how most people in the US know Austin. There's like thousands of bands and millions of people. So those experiences just have shaped me, and I've played with so many different acts as a sideman. And in about 2013, started my own band. And since then, I've built my band to tour all over Europe, from Norway to Italy, and just expand my fan base. I've released 7 albums, and then ended up playing as a sideman with Jose Feliciano. So just one thing kind of led to the next, and I just enjoy being kind of more of a global musician, or musician with a global way of thinking.
Yeah. And parallel to that, you always had time to act as a studio musician and do recordings.
It was a little different, I was really focusing on just playing and performing. I mean, I'm a performer at heart, and sometimes people would ask me to deliver a guitar track, and I have a production background, so it was no problem for me to do that. And then I started producing my own albums. But that was really my only production background. It wasn't before the summer of 2018 where I really decided 2 things, actually. First, I decided I don't want to depend on playing live as my only income source, which proves to be a very good decision in times like these, because it's a very fragile thing. Touring is very exhausting.
So didn't your tour break off? Did they cancel it?
This year my tour was completely canceled. But I had this experience in 2018 where also a tour was just cut off in the middle of it, and I just realized, long term I want to have more income streams than just depending on playing live and turned out to be very smart in these times. And so it was since 2018 where I started composing for music libraries in the States, and now also for the Austrian Broadcast Library. And, you know, that's kind of how we ended up meeting too, you being a media composer.
Yeah. Yeah, we met in this club actually, where we did an improvised concert, and suddenly Ulrich showed up, and I was like, "Oh, it's a rock blues guitar player," and then you came out with all those freaky sounds, and I really loved that. It was amazing. And then I commissioned you for some small works, and then we had this big action for Villa Audio with the rock band.
Right.
Yeah. And which is already online actually, and I enjoyed this a lot.
Oh,
this was amazing sound. So like actually I had the feeling everything what comes out your guitar is like sugar.
That live session experience, like 2018 I think it was amazing experience too. And you know, if we could have spent a whole week or so, I mean, we were just, like you say, it was just pouring out.
It was cool. So I didn't play with you, unfortunately. But I produced the tracks, and I did it in the studio, and I brought it in the right form. But we had this really cool drummer from Hamburg. It's Roland. It's my brother, Rod Kay, and he plays on the Hamburg Rapper Band.
You're not just biased. He's really awesome. He's a great musician and a great guy. So
all right. Yeah. So now you are into producing a lot, also due Corona. So what direction do you take there?
You know, I mean, we're all constantly learning, right? And so what I learned stepping into the production game was kind of like, you know, at first you want to try out all these styles, and, you know, as you explore different sounds and libraries, you know, you go towards maybe the classical corner, you know, or then go into maybe reggae, dub, or, you know, whatever comes your way. So, but I quickly realized, you know, having this background as a guitarist and live musician, that I needed to focus on my core strength.
Yeah.
And, you know, just the same way we met, that first, you know, you meet and, oh, this is a guitar player, he's a blues rock guitar player. And then if you can bring more to the table afterwards, fantastic, you know. But first, it's good to make that first impression kind of with, this is what I do. This is the one thing that I do.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think in former years of my career, I was a little more spread thinly. And I didn't realize that it was a strength to only do one thing. You know, I always thought like the versatility is like great strength, and it is, but I think it's very important that you can name the one thing that you can be known for, or that kind of embodies your musical voice in a way, you know?
I think this is a really important topic, because throughout the years you end up learning so many things. So what did I all learn? Like graphic design and web design, doing my own website and the flyers and the CD covers, and recently I learned to YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it for so many years, and then I thought, hey, what the heck? So now I have the time, and now I do it. Yeah. And then you say, attack. Let's go for it. You check out the things and develop. And
all those things enhance your, you know, what you can do with your music. And they're absolutely necessary these days. You know, I don't believe in someone saying, well, this is not my thing, you know, I'm just gonna ignore YouTube, for example. You know?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
It's I'm all for being versatile, but you know, it's important to be able to focus in as well.
So I guess it's always a topic to be torn between all those fields you work in. You're a producer, you're a singer, you're a guitar player, you're a live performer. So
I'm a caterer, I'm a nurse, I'm a van driver.
And you got the dog, as I read on your website.
Yeah, it can get easily overwhelming, but like I said, you know, if you can zone in on your core quality, and like as a composer, you know, if I just try to be like, or you know, I could do classical arrangements, you know, but what's the point of me doing it as a guitar player, having that core strength, you know, to play guitar? So I want to try to feature my instrument in a musical way and, you know, develop my production work also with that core quality in the center.
Yeah.
That makes sense, you know, because you could hire, otherwise you can hire anyone to do your movie score, but you know, why would you want to hire Dino or Ulrich?
Yeah, exactly.
You want them.
So it's about strengthening the strength.
Yeah. I think it's also
and not pushing the weaknesses too much, but focusing on the strength.
And it's also the differentiation between a skilled laborer, so to say, and an artist, you know. And you speak of artists, you know, that you want to be aware of your own voice and the way we hold the paintbrush, you know, musically speaking. It should make a difference, you know.
I guess it makes a lot of difference when you touch the guitar. And let's have a listen to one of your tracks now.
Oh, awesome, yeah.
We love adaptive audio. We love adaptive audio. Audio.
You know, listening to this track, I just realized that the reason I enjoyed this work so much was also that I didn't do it for me. I did it for, you know, you and the We Love Audio. And it's really that collaborative spirit brings out something new out of you. Yeah. And especially now in the Corona times, I realized, you know, that how cool it is that we can all exchange our creativity online, basically, these days. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's also have a listen to another track of yours, of your latest album. If
cool.
That's cool for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please, let's do it. So guys, this was an amazing track. This is what, in my opinion, rock music could sound like in 2020. Check out Ulrich's profiles and his website and hit them up if that's cool for you and you need some cool guitars for your music. He might be open for some collaboration.
Always love to collaborate.
Yeah, amazing. Hey, so much thanks for visiting and
such a pleasure.
Please visit again.
Absolutely.
And have a successful year of 2020 and I hope to see you live on stage.
Yes, somewhere between Istanbul and Austin, Texas.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Check out the other videos. Have a good time and happy producing. Bye-bye.